What if we told you that you can get a gaming PC that is ready to game for 250 bucks and we're gonna show you how to upgrade it to be even better?
This gaming PC is an HP Victus. We've done a lot of content around these PCs, and in today's video, we're gonna show you how you can upgrade it with the graphics card very easily to make a really awesome sub $500 gaming PC. But before we dive into that, let's hear a word from today's sponsor.
Are you looking for the ultimate technology shopping destination? Then look no further than Micro Center. If you're looking to save big on laptops, desktops, peripherals, and more, you need to check out Micro Center's fall savings. They have some crazy deals such as the Dell G16 7620 for only $600. And if you're interested in saving even more money with Micro Center, you can get $25 off by submitting your custom build to their PC build showcase. Micro Center is offering an exclusive coupon to new customers only. You can get the Creality Ender 3 S1 3D printer for just $199. That's a crazy price for one of the best 3D printers on the market. If you'd like to learn more about Micro Center and their amazing offerings, check out the links in the description down below now. And big thanks again to Micro Center for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
All right, guys, let's open it up. So yes, HP Victus 15L. Normally we're used to these. We see them all the time, and this is no different.
So we actually get a keyboard and a mouse somewhere in here, I hope. But this is basically a eBay special. We've been seeing a lot of these. I don't know if Victus or HP is just kind of giving these things out, but I do know that they're incredibly cheap, like cheaper than I've ever really seen a pre-built with modern hardware. And
specifically, I know we've gotten these from VIP Outlet, which is a seller on eBay, and they have their own website as well. But yeah, $250, RX 6400, Ryzen 5 5600G.
Yep, so we do get a cheap mouse, cheap keyboard. They're really not good for gaming, but I mean, they'll work, you know, they'll get the job done to start, because this thing is so cheap that you're probably on a budget if you're buying this. You might be buying it for like a family member as well, and we're gonna show you how to upgrade it, because out of the box, yeah, it's gonna game just fine. It's gonna play your esports titles, but we wanna show you how to make it play AAA titles.
And we have already benchmarked before. We'll show you some of the numbers on screen here. You can see how that RX 6400 and 5600G pair well together, but we will be slapping in a new GPU, which we'll talk about here in a second.
So real quick, just to go over to the inside again, so you guys don't have to go watch a whole other video, we do have a 5600G, which is a 6-core 12-threaded processor that runs in Gen 3, and then right here, plugged in this PCIe lane, we have a tiny RX 6400, which is actually a really great little card that once we show you how to upgrade to a much bigger and much better card, you could easily slap this in another system. Keep in mind though, it only comes with a full-size bracket, so you know, maybe build yourself another cheap system, or maybe you have an old office PC lying around that you want to make a gaming system.
And yeah, those things can be resold really easily as well for like $100, like quickly. So if you want to offset the cost of an upgrade, you can easily do that.
So it looks like for the NVMe, we have a Kioxia,
I think is how you pronounce it. McAllister, figure that out.
NVMe SSD. And then we just have one stick of 8 gigs of RAM. That's another upgrade that we do really recommend, is throw in another 8 gig DDR4 stick, which we have so many videos on how to do that. Maybe we'll even...
You know what, I think I was meaning to do that as well. So we'll grab the RAM when we do the upgrade and show you how to do that. And the updated price will be on screen.
There you go. So yeah, pretty basic system. You do have room for storage expansion as well, but I think that we don't really need to talk much more about this. I think we need to show you how to upgrade it.
Yeah, so the GPU we are going with for this upgrade is, maybe I can open it up for you guys. It's an RTX 2060. The 2060 is a very affordable card right now, and it really normally only requires an 8-pin power, which this power supply should come with one.
It does, yeah. Which I guess you really don't need to take this cage out, but for demonstration purposes and also so that Jonah can actually see what we're doing, I will take this cage out, and it might help you guys at home in case you want to do some other upgrades to it.
Now I did get the thick one, which we did a video on a pre-build that came with this exact 2060 model, which is a 3-slot 2060, which I did check. Yes, it will fit because we do have the spots for it, but it's a really thick card, single fan, and it does only require that 8-pin power, which should work. I think this is a 350 or 400 watt power supply, 350 watts, and based on the calculations, it should be perfectly fine with that 8-pin. So I guess we'll go ahead and install this, and I gotta figure out which RAM I'm gonna put in this thing, because we are gonna put RAM in there.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and start getting this cage out. Yeah, I can't remember if this is the one that just came out on its own, or if I actually need to undo this screw.
We're working, Jonah.
Oh.
I found the screw, guys.
Good job.
We've done a lot of these Victuses, but even then, like normally the upgrades we do is like RAM and whatnot. We don't normally go GPU upgrades, so we don't have to totally take it apart to make it happen.
Yeah, and they're just all different. Like you never know what you're gonna get. So these are clipped in here. I think I can just kind of put this off to the side for now. Actually, we're just gonna take it out. And so that will reveal this back here, which is what you guys are gonna need. So we're gonna undo that. We can kind of stick that back down and make it look good. And now we have access to our 6+2 pin, which is nice because it gives you options for quite a few different GPUs.
Okay, so let me figure out what RAM we want to use.
Yeah.
So what is that? 8 gigs DDR4,
So
what speed?
8 gigs. It's important to know the speed because that's really all we need to match. The capacity can even be different. So this is a Samsung. Looks like, based on the number, I'm going to assume it's 3200 megahertz, 8 gigs.
I'm going to teleport myself to PC Bros and try to find a stick.
Go teleport.
I'll teleport. Woo! All right, guys, so we didn't have an exact stick that would make sense, as in we didn't have a 3200 megahertz stick. We had some 2133 sticks, so we went ahead and just got a new kit of memory, which you can do at home if you just want to avoid the headache. Get like a 16 gig, 3200 megahertz kit of DDR4 memory. It's incredibly cheap. Or you can use those links down below. We'll reference like single sticks you could buy on like eBay if you want to save a little bit of money. But honestly, with how cheap RAM is, you maybe would save like 20 bucks. So if you really want to go ahead and just go dual channel with some kits that you know will work and not have any conflict, you can go with that, and the links will be down below.
Yeah, this also just looks a lot nicer too. I mean, not that you're really seeing this thing a lot, but it's almost like if you ever want to show the build off to your friends. You got some nice custom RAM with some actual heat spreaders on it with some thermal pads, so it'll run nice and cool. And it's upgraded.
It's upgraded, ready to go.
Easy.
Just kidding, guys. But yeah, we have these 2 slots for RAM, which we're going to go ahead and make sure the notch lines up. Jonah, you want to go ahead and make sure all that stuff's out of the way so you can see what's happening. All right, so these clips are pushed down, and we're going to go ahead and slot this in. You can't really do this wrong if you're using 2 sticks. You can't put them in the wrong slots because there's only 2. So we'll go ahead and line it up and push it in. We're going to go ahead and line this up.
And remember at home, kids, try to get the actual clips to push down themselves. Notice how Matt's not using his finger to push the clips in, because if you do that, there's a chance that RAM's not installed all the way.
So yeah, RAM is installed. We should be good there. We have 16 gigs dual channel. Now the GPU, which Jackson will handle.
All right, let's go and do the GPU. So first things first, we're gonna take this screw out. A lot of these are actually toolless, but this one, they decided to be extra secure. So we're gonna go ahead and, just like that. And now you're gonna lift up and out like that. And from here, the rest of it's toolless. So we're gonna come over to here on the graphics card. I'm gonna make Jonah really stretch here. You're basically gonna pull up and out, and don't worry, it's always like that. It's very hard to get out. Here's our 6400. Funny enough, it's only a by 4 card. So if you notice, this is a 16X is what they call it slot. But since it only goes about a quarter of the way, it'd be like a by 4. If it went halfway, it'd be a by 8. So a little interesting fun fact. Our new card though, check it. That's a full 16 card right there. And these cards are actually better with the 5600G because they're Gen 3 by 16. And if you remember at the beginning of this video, I said this 5600G is technically a Gen 3 CPU. So now that we've undone this, the PCIe lane holder, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna have to pop one of these out because actually we have to pop 2 of them out. Because this graphics card, we're gonna go and line it up. It's gonna take up, you literally, look at that.
Yeah, the bottom 3.
1, 2, so 3 lanes. So we're gonna have to pop these out. Now you can't put these back in once you take them out, so make sure you try to do the right ones.
And you're committed to this graphics card. You're in a committed relationship now.
Yes. Now, obviously, you can still put in a different card. It's just gonna have open slots if it's not a 3-lane card.
More airflow.
Doing all kinds of things to it. I'm basically popping these out.
Yep.
Like that.
You do the wiggle wiggle.
So now we're gonna take our card, and you're basically gonna kind of go in at an angle here. And then we're gonna push forwards. Make sure that our lanes are lined up. All right, here we go. You ready? Ooh, nice little click. And now, with these cases, sometimes they can be a little bit bent. You notice how the holes aren't quite, like if I try to just close it, it's not gonna clamp down very well. We really wanna try to get these holes lined up like so.
Like that.
Yeah, there we go. And now, I'm glad that we have a screw because this seems a little loose now, so we'll go ahead and pop this screw in here. This new graphics, man, it's so big, it's just like, yep, I don't wanna do this anymore. Dude, it is just so uncomfortable.
Oh, there it is. That's the money shot.
It was just so far off. All right, so now that we've done that, we'll go ahead and just make sure before you go any further, make sure that everything's lined up. So you can see all of our ports here. All that looks good. That's a little bent. You know, this is okay, guys. This is okay.
This is modification at its finest. It's a $250 computer. There's gonna be some weird stuff going on, and that's why you're watching this video.
It definitely was never meant to have a card this big in it. I mean, the fan's not actually bad. Not as bad as I thought it would be. I was scared it was gonna be like on the power supply. So now we're gonna have to get all these pins in, and it's a, God, that's a stretch. And then we just have to pray that those little panels we gotta put back in aren't quite in the way. So to recap, we have our graphics card. This is fully ready to go. It's plugged in, we have power, PCIe is in, we got the lane closed, we have our 2 RAM sticks that we install. Once again, you don't have to buy 2 new sticks, you can just buy 1 that matches this stick, and it doesn't have to be HP brand, it just needs to be 3200 megahertz, 8 gigs ideally. See if we can get, so this is gonna go on first. I think that got a little bent. All right, here we go. And then I kind of want to cable manage this again because that's what we do here. We make our PCs look good sometimes.
Oh,
that
yeah.
clips.
Oh, yeah.
And then where did that, here's our last one.
Oh, yeah. One more of those screws, guys.
One more of these screws, and this thing's back together. And notice the graphics card height. We really couldn't go any taller than this one, unless we get an angled adapter.
Yeah, there's no way.
So it's close. I mean, we really are utilizing this max potential. I think power supply wise, I don't think we could go any further than this really. I guess we could go with the newer card that's more power efficient, like a
You'll probably do a
4060.
4060. You could do a 4060, but you're getting the Gen 4 territory as well. And the only issue I've heard with these Victuses is they're not as forgiving with CPU upgrades because the motherboards are really designed for specific CPUs. So you're kind of at the limit here. But again, in total, even with the upgrades we have right here, doing the math on that, we're about like $420 into this computer, which I think is a pretty respectable buy considering the performance you're getting.
And it's about close to the max. I mean, any more money into it, and it's just kind of like, you can almost build yourself a nice gaming PC for that price point. So this is just for the people that are at home that want to do like that easy upgrade path, or maybe you only have 260 bucks to spend to get the PC and then you want to upgrade it later.
So let's go ahead and load it up on our test bench and play some games. Woo-wee.
All right, guys, we're playing Halo Infinite, and we're currently maxed up a V1080p on medium settings. This is definitely a game that would have been really difficult to run in the previous configuration, even at low settings. Oh my God, yeah.
This is demanding.
This one's definitely demanding, but hey, if we can get above 60 FPS at medium settings on Big Team Battle, I'll be pretty happy, because I think in Ranked we'll probably get a little closer to 100 most of the time at medium settings.
Yeah, Ranked's normally like a smaller arena, so like this is...
What is this?
Diminisher of Hope. This is interesting. Oh, you almost missed that. Ah, yes. Diminish their hope.
I'm about to.
Oh, what?
Dude, this thing takes so long. Okay, so it's not the same as a gravity hammer.
That takes a while. But for those at home wondering what kind of power we're pulling, if you're worried about the power supply, we're currently pulling 238 watts, which is a pretty good headroom for our 350 watt power supply. Oh, hello. They did not see you there.
I didn't, where did they come from? Ooh, a spanker.
Total control.
I hate this
Y'all are
map.
stomping
It's
them. Oh, we'll lock in.
I didn't even know you could lock.
Oh,
Oh, that guy's,
oh,
they just outdid me.
Oh, this is a good example of a different map in Halo where clearly we're getting 100 plus FPS. Ah, there it is.
No Scoppy.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Get him, teammate.
Yeah, melee, let's go.
Ow. Yeah.
No scope. Need a jump shot.
Ah!
Oh, yeah.
God, that was such a lucky headshot.
Oh, they
God.
are all in here. Yes.
God, thank God.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, no scope.
Why did I... Dude, what is wrong with me?
Chocorino.
No!
Oh.
No!
No!
I'm choking! Ah!
That's where you get to, oh.
He headshotted me, dude. This is so bad.
Oh, there we
God.
go. Counter snipe.
Yep.
And that is it.
Get out of here. Get out of here, bro. Well, that was Halo. That, man, 3 kill lead and they won.
Let's play another game.
Another game?
Another game time.
Another game.
All right, gamers, we are now in Fortnite, and these are the settings we are currently running. DX11, TSR low, with medium, high settings across the board, and we'll see what we end up getting once we drop into the game. Again, this is our first match with Fortnite, and with Fortnite, you always want to like run it a couple times to get the best possible FPS, because they do like load in textures. But we'll go ahead and drop in. I like this location. This looks like a prime location. And see how things settle out. Yeah, Greasy Grove. I heard Fortnite's supposed to be bringing back the OG Season 1 map at some point.
Ooh.
Which will bring back some nostalgia for all you Fortnite gamers out there.
That'd honestly be enough to make me want to play on stream.
Ooh.
Because then I feel like we'd know the call-outs, you know?
We know the call-outs. We know where to go.
Like, I know, for example, ramps or cat. Easy, guys.
Easy. Same game. But, yeah, not too bad. There are some points where we're still getting, like, if you look up in the distance here, like, 70 FPS. I think it's because of the far view distance, but... not awful, but yeah, running TSR, you could go performance settings if you want to, but I like to go non-performance on these systems that actually have a little bit of performance under the hood. You could go performance settings, you really just don't care about looks and like really crank the FPS, but this is a little bit more of a stress test. AI, goodbye, go away.
He's about 5. Oh, that's a real person. Is that a burst?
I don't know what they were doing.
Oh, they were running.
Ah, the guy's name is
Fortnite.
Fortnite, wow. But yeah, FPS is not too bad. I mean, we are running TSR, which is a sort of upscaling, so we're getting a little bit of performance boost from that. Realistically, with this combo, you don't necessarily need to do that. Let me see what happens. I'll probably get sniped in the head. I always say this, and it hasn't happened yet, but it might. Where we just run off, and we'll run 100% scale, high settings, and actually, it's about the same. It looks a little sharper though. Not nearly as like, well, upscaled, so not too bad, but yeah, you could run these settings as well if you want to get a higher FPS experience, or you could just run performance settings. There's a lot of options with Fortnite, and with this configuration being under $500, the performance is pretty acceptable.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Eat those bullets. Send the bots. Oh, only mustard.
Only mustard.
No
Why not
ketchup?
ketchup? Oh, someone else is shooting at me.
The dinosaur's also after you.
Where'd the other guy go? Oh,
He's above you. That might be a real player. I feel like a bot wouldn't go up there. Oh, they shoot like a real player. Way to take it.
Toxic Dizzy with the high ground. What was I supposed to do there, ladies and gentlemen? But hey, Fortnite runs pretty good. And then just talk about the value proposition, because yes, we did some upgrades. We're looking at like $400, but what would that be equal to if you were to build it yourself versus buying one of these? We'll talk about that.
Okay guys, so we showed you how to upgrade this PC, and then we showed you what it actually looks like in benchmarks, especially with some nice AAA titles as well as some games like Fortnite.
So all in, we're a little over $400, and if we're talking about stuff that you could build right now on the new market, you're probably looking at something like a build that's gonna be coming to the channel very soon, an RX 580 2048 with like a Ryzen 5 4500. So stay subscribed for that so you can see the comparison, but just out of the gate, you already know a 2060 is gonna be a decent amount better than an RX 580. So overall, I think the value is definitely here. If you get it for $250, you're gonna be very happy with the performance out of the box, and it's very easy to upgrade with that power supply pre-installed. So if you wanna buy one of these, check the link in the description down below. They do come in and out of stock very regularly, so try to snipe one when you find it at the right price. And let us know what you think of this deal down below. Is it one of the best deals on the market right now? We think so.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
So this PC, now that it's been upgraded with RAM and a new graphics card, it'll also have a 1-year warranty.
PCBros.tech. You buy this PC and many others, and if you use code ToastyBros2 on checkout, you'll save 2% on your next purchase of a gaming PC, gaming laptop, or one of these build mats or mouse pads. We got a bunch of stuff on the website. Buy them today. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Peace out.